We're at the midway point of Loki Season 2, and there's a lot to chew on as we move into the second half. So in this video, I'm going to recap all the events that got us to where we are in the first 3 episodes, and then I'm going to talk about my top 3 theories for where I think things are headed. Clearly, there are many spoilers ahead, so consider yourself warned, and be sure to share your theories and thoughts down in the comments. Let's get to it. Episode 1 catapults us right back into the heart of the TVA, where Loki finds himself literally racing against time. As he navigates the halls of the TVA, he's pursued by a forgetful Mobius and Hunter B-15 who have no recollection of who he is. Loki's desperate pleas fall on deaf ears as a chaotic chase ensues, eventually leading Loki to a multiverse glitch, throwing him into different TVA timelines. Here he reunites with Casey, who, unlike before, recognizes him, giving a glimmer of hope amidst the disarray. However, Loki's relief is short-lived as he continues experiencing these glitches. Amidst the whirlpool of confusion, Loki, Mobius, and Hunter B-15 find themselves caught in a dire revelation. The presence of hidden statues of He Who Remains unveils the hidden truth of the TVA's creation, shattering the fabricated reality they've been living. The truth of a puppeteer pulling strings from the shadows sends ripples of dread across the room. As Mobius and Hunter B-15 confront the new Judge's Council led by General Dox and Judge Campbell, the plot thickens, unveiling a facade that shrouds the TVA's true nature. The narrative takes a dive into the unknown as Loki and Mobius descend into the TVA's basement, seeking help from OB, a forgotten yet crucial cog in the TVA machine. OB unravels the phenomenon of time slipping, plaguing Loki, shedding light on a perilous solution. The dangerous gambit involves ripping Loki from every thread of time and space to halt the time slips. As OB races to stabilize the temporal loom, the heart of the TVA, and prevent a catastrophic temporal meltdown, Mobius and Loki scramble and ultimately succeed in resolving Loki's glitching problem. The episode crescendos into a cliffhanger as we see Dox and her forces heading out on an unknown mission. Alright, moving into episode 2, we kick things off in 1977 London as Loki and Mobius trail the elusive Sylvie. This episode indulges Marvel aficionados with a nostalgic nod to the vintage Marvel mythos through Brad Wolfe, aka Hunter X5, living incognito as an actor. The encounter sparks an entertaining good cop, bad cop dynamic between Mobius and Loki as they delve into the mystery surrounding Brad's disappearance following his pursuit of Sylvie. The interrogation pushes our characters to reflect on their actions up to that point, the TVA's crumbling reality, and the glimpse of lives they'd seemingly left behind. Meanwhile, the plot unravels a fresh dynamic as Casey steps up, offering to help OB with the TVA's tech hurdles. We then fluidly transition to the quest of Sylvie, whose peaceful existence in 1980s Oklahoma is interrupted by Loki and Mobius. The confrontation with Sylvie brings to light a disturbing realization as Brad reveals General Dox's plan to eradicate all branches in an effort to preserve the sacred timeline. This revelation ignites a flame in our characters to find General Dox and foil her plans. The climax of episode 2 catapults us into a frantic race as Loki, Mobius, and Sylvie confront General Dox, thwarting her apocalyptic plan, but at a high cost: the erasure of 30% of the branching timelines. The episode gracefully ties the narrative arc to the broader MCU canvas, hinting at a looming confrontation with the Kang variants. As the dust settles, the reality of the TVA's actions resonate through the ranks, setting the stage for a reckoning. And in episode 3, our narrative journey veers into the past as Ravonna Renslayer emerges from the shadows in cahoots with Miss Minutes. The intrigue magnifies as we travel to 1868 Chicago, where a meeting with a young Victor Timely, a variant of He Who Remains, unfolds. The plot thickens as Ravonna and Miss Minutes orchestrate a Plan B, a safety net against the demise of He Who Remains. Our heroes, Loki and Mobius, jump through time to 1893 Chicago, hoping to intercept Renslayer, but stumble upon Victor Timely. The dramatic irony is delicious as they converse with the variant of the very antagonist that binds their fates. Sylvie's sudden entrance with a vendetta against He Who Remains stirs the pot, leading to a riveting confrontation. Budding romance between Miss Minutes and Victor add a quirky yet dark twist, showcasing the boundless narrative potential of Loki's world. As Ravonna, Sylvie, Loki, and Mobius navigate through a maze of treachery, the episode leaves us on a tantalizing cliffhanger, with Victor escaping, Miss Minutes dropping big hints, and the impending doom of the temporal loom. That does it for the recap. Let's jump into my theories, which are almost as exciting as you subscribing to this channel for more videos like this. All right, so first up, let's talk about the Council of Kangs. The Council of Kangs in the comics is a collective of Kang the Conqueror's variants from different timelines. They come together to eliminate other Kang variants that pose threats to them, and I feel like this exposed wall in episode 1 is our first clue at the Council of Kangs. My guess is that Victor Timely is or will become one of the core members of the Council of Kangs. All right, next up I want to talk about Renslayer and the relationship with Kang, or He Who Remains. In the comics, Ravonna and Kang share a complex and evolving relationship. Initially, Ravonna is a princess of a 40th century kingdom that Kang seeks to conquer, but over time, a romantic relationship develops between them. Their relationship has many ups and downs with betrayal and love and power dynamics, and ultimately, Ravonna dies in the comics by jumping in front of a blast to save Kang's life. But she later re-emerges as a character named Nebula, which is a female variant of Kang. And like all other Kangs, her hope is to just overthrow them all, kill them all, and run the whole show herself. So clearly in the show, Renslayer has had deeper connections to the TVA's secrets, and after seeing episode 3, there seems to be something going on with her and Kang, or He Who Remains. Her meeting with Victor Timely in episode 3 hints at a deeper agenda and perhaps a budding relationship, pointing back to her story in the comics. Miss Minutes' final comments about her at the end of the episode have me feeling that she will be revealed as a female Kang variant. And speaking of Miss Minutes, this leads me into my third theory for the video. Miss Minutes is a new character in the MCU, so she wasn't found in the comics, but she does resemble other sentient AI beings such as Vision or Ultron. In episode 3 of this season, Miss Minutes is shown to have a sense of jealousy and attachment towards He Who Remains. Her growing autonomy and the reveal of her ability to act independently hint at a potential expanded role. I believe she'll become a major player, eventually siding with Loki, Sylvie, and the others, as she learns He Who Remains will never love her as much as he loves himself. This will give Loki and the team the power that they need to have any chance of winning this battle. That'll do it for my thoughts, but again, please share your thoughts and maybe what you think of mine down in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.